What I'm working on today is to try to get a big dent out of the roof of my excavator. I'm trying to get it painted while the engine's down. I'm working on the motor right now to get it rebuilt. I've got most of it done and just about ready to put in, but I wanted to get it painted before I put the motor in, because I know once I get the motor in I'll never get time to paint it. But I've got a big dent on top. I think a tree fell on it at some point before I bought the excavator, and you can see I've tried using stud welders and everything else to pull that out, and this metal is just way too thick. It won't even budge. And I've got another dent over there I'm going to try to fix too. So you can see right here I tried to use the Harbor Freight stud welder and tried to pull it out and it wouldn't move. I've got a crease in it right here too. But anyway, I'm going to make a heavy duty puller to try to get this out. So I'm going to get started on that. I've already pre-cut my pieces here. I know when I design, I kind of do it on the fly. I don't really have a set design in mind until I start doing it. When I see something that works, I use it, and when it don't work, I change the design to something else. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but if I'm watching a YouTube video and somebody's cutting out their pieces and parts, I fast forward through it, and I'd say most people are the same way. But here's my pieces I'm going to use. I got end caps and then got little feet bases, and then this is going to be my rails. And as you can see here, this will be the part that I'm going to weld down to the dent and pull up on it. And then these right here, there'll be one on each end for the legs. And I'm going to have to put my end caps on like this right here on each end. And then, like I said, these will go down here. It'll make more sense once I start putting it together and you see what I'm doing. Well, it's done, and I hope it works, because I've been trying to pull that dent out of the roof of that excavator for a week now, and I've bought 3 different dent pullers and none of them worked. I've bought stud pullers, I've bought suction cup ones, and nothing was working. I got to checking, I drilled a hole in the top of it, and that metal's almost a 1/4 inch thick on the roof. I'm assuming that's for safety in case something falls on it. But before we bought the excavator, it looks like a tree or something's fell across the top of it and dented it pretty bad. So my engine's down in it right now, and I'm rebuilding it, so I figured I would paint the thing while I was working on the engine. So I'm waiting on parts for the motor, so I need to get this dent out so I can paint the cab. Okay, I was going to kind of show you how I think it's supposed to work. Like I said, I just come up with this. I've tried to find other good pullers and couldn't, so this is my alternative. But these will slide in and out, you know, to the size of the dent. Say if the dent's this big, you put the feet either side of the dent, and then you can, if it's a small dent, you just use 2 or 1. And then I've got these others, but I got to get nuts and washers for it, but I can use up to 4 at a time. But I think it's going to work. I'll have to try it out, and I'll show you if it works or not. Well, I got my heavy duty puller I built over here. I got to try to get it spot welded onto that dent, and we'll see if it will pull that out or not. it's working pretty good. Works actually better than I thought it was going to.
Well, here we are about a month later. The dents are fixed and primed. It took a while, but the motor is done and installed in the excavator. Now all I have to do is get it ready for the new paint job. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would help me out a lot.